Come here, you sexy little kitten.
I'd have been better off doing it on my own.
Get on with it!
We filmed the making of our first batch of Slovakian cider. Big moment. Should have been exciting. It wasn't. It was just two blokes quietly making cider. So now we're watching it back, attempting to revive it by talking over it. Like that'll help.
Is it on? Can you hear me? Bad new kit, new microphone and stuff.
Is it on? Is it on? He's got a degree in IT. Yes, unfortunately it's on. I can hear you.
Look, shut up, I didn't even want me in the first place. I'm working and everything and dragging me on like that social media all the time. How'd you take the mick?
Working? It's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, you should have finished by now.
Self-employed, I never stop.
Oh my God, I am thoroughly looking forward to this. Right, so just a quick explanation. We're about to see our first attempt at making cider in Slovakia. We made cider a lot over here, but to say we cocked up is a massive understatement, right?
It wasn't that bad.
We didn't think of YouTube at all. I'm going to say a good 20% of the time you're stood in front of the camera.
I mean, we're doing it properly.
You weren't.
Look, if you carry on like this, mate, I'm jacking this in, I'm stopping because I'm working. Right, and in the videos, do you have to keep making it look incompetent?
I mean, I don't really make you look incompetent, to be honest.
Right, all right, fair enough. Done. I'm done.
Oh, no. I'm joking.
No,
Jesus
no.
Christ, sit down. God, you're not in the mood today, are you?
I shall carry on for our viewers. This is for you guys. I have to put up with this bell end on a daily basis. Come here, go there. Don't go there, stand there. What have you said that for?
Oh, he's not in the
Bell
mood to be
end.
played with today. All right, fair enough. I'll lean off.
Oh, good God. Well, I set the scales up. Little red thing.
Used it all.
Yeah.
Why those?
It works.
Well, it didn't, though, did it? Look, I had to instantly get another bowl because I was thinking, bloody hell, we've got about 6 kilograms of apples to balance on this centuries-old piece of equipment.
Look. Those have made many a cake in Slovakia, I'm told. They might be like 50 years old, but they have made many a cake. But the problem is, I didn't really understand them.
Yeah. You see, the point you just made there was they've made many a cake, not many a cider, have they? I mean, to be honest, when we went to Slovakia, because this was like the second trip away, I said when we first did the drive over, I said to you, should we take some scales, Dad? And you went, no, don't need to take scales. They'll have scales. What he did bring with us was a fecking bottle opener.
Okay, that was a bad pack, I will agree. But I did think we've got the real old communist scales that were obviously not working very well. What made me laugh most was putting the bowl on and then all the apples just falling off the bowl and on the floor and all of that. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. And then you thought your backup plan was bathroom scales, didn't you? Which we'll see in a moment. It was the only way out of using them, again, decades, let's say, old scales, because, again, you thought maybe that is, admittedly, one of your many, many flaws is not admitting when you're wrong, and you sort of did, didn't you?
Possibly. As we'll see, we went from the 50-year-old scales to the 25-year-old scales. So at least I brought the scales into this century.
That's got to be the shittest workaround I've ever heard in my life.
Look, make do and mend. You can only cut your garment to the size of your cloth. But don't worry, I've bought a proper bag weighing scale this time, made of metal and everything. I bought it off that there interweb.
At that point, you're desperately gripping onto it to try and stop it moving. You didn't understand it. You just went at it hand over fist, really, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. And you might have noticed I did something which was utterly idiotic even for me. I went to put my hand inside the scratter and started fiddling with the apples, and I'm thinking, there's some quite sharp blades there. That's probably not wise.
I had to crank it and basically say to myself, watch where his hand is, because I don't think he is either. We nearly ended up with mincemeat.
I tell you what, this cider's quite meaty. Yeah. Oh dear, I didn't think it was working. I was like, have we got to do this apple by apple? We may as well crush him with his hands. And then so I started prodding and firking.
You progressively get more angry with it, don't you? Because you thought it was like one apple at a time. I think at one point you do say, I thought it was one apple at a time.
I literally said, it's doing one apple at a time. And then I was prodding it with a spoon, and you just goes, just go get that wooden stick from upstairs. And it's like I do with your little brother and your little sister when they're annoyed, and I kind of like deflect them onto something else to try and calm down. And I'm going, I don't want a stick. And you go, just go get the stick. And by the time I went upstairs and got the stick and come back down, I'd calmed down.
I keep getting juice in my face.
Oh, he said juice, not juice.
Definitely can't put that in.
Oh,
You are my father, you know that, right?
yeah. You know what, people have got a thing in their head that goes, don't say that, don't say that. I think mine's broken.
You are broken.
I know.
Totally,
I just
totally.
something happens and the weirdest word just springs into my head that's sort of relevant but mainly smutty.
I spend 90% of my time while editing cutting stuff out that you can't or shouldn't say.
I can't help it, I'm old. Different generation. It's no excuse. I shouldn't say on camera. Ken-san, as we've mentioned before, brilliant product. But if you want to sponsor us, we'll literally do this in all our videos for you.
Kemsan for all your sanitisation needs.
You made me say that.
Look, we need sponsorship, okay? But Ken-san, if you're watching, brilliant product. Way too expensive.
San, if you're watching, who do you think you are?
Listen, what I'm going to do, I'm going to email Kemsan later. And then I'm going to say, listen, we've mentioned you about 4 times and we've got a lot of followers now. So you either sponsor us or we're going to use somebody else's product. But we can't, because that's the best one.
Right, I can see in my mind's eye exactly what you do. You'd put a piece of paper on the front and write a different name, even just making it up.
Yeah.
That's how petty I know you are.
Yeah. Dave San. We've swapped to Dave San, Kem San, just because you wouldn't sponsor us. Yeah. It's a brilliant
not Ken
product.
San, though, is it? It's not Ken.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's not Ken, is it? It's Chem, as in chemical or chemistry. God, I'm stupid.
I mean, if you want an argument, you're going to have to do a lot better than that.
Just give it a few minutes. And now for some interpretive dance.
What are you doing?
I mean, I was just enjoying myself. We'd sanitised the bucket, so you had to wait a little bit. What else was I going to do?
Sometimes I try to deny that you're my child.
Yeah, well, to be fair, with how we are, you can't really do that, can you?
No, everybody who sees us goes, don't you look alike? But how come he's so tall and you're so little? Well, I don't know.
I've reached a weird point in my life where I'm getting accused of being your brother quite frequently, and it's very, very worrying.
Literally, I went in a pub the other day. Landlord has been watching our channel, and he goes, can't believe you and your brother drove all the way to Slovakia. Oh, I thought, shall I leave that with him? Because Andy does come into the Stubborn Mule with me in Timperley, and let Ed, the late owner of the place, think he's my brother.
Such a prat.
All right, bruv, crack on. Oh, I got kitty. Bab, come look at all this, eh? Come here, you sexy little kitten. Give her a hug. Okay. Want a hug? Okay.
That's why she doesn't like you, you know.
She does, listen, I know she's in her 80s and she doesn't speak English, but anybody understands somebody walking towards them with their arms out going, do you want to hug, you sexy little kitten?
It's very debatable that she likes you. I mean, I can't speak Slovakian, she can't speak English, but her face says it all. Her face has a way of saying, go away, you awful little Englishman.
What you didn't see was outside the garage was one of the wives, my wife, who speaks Slovakian, translated, you sexy little kitten, do you want a hug from me? And normally most people would laugh, giggle. My mother-in-law just went, yeah.
I think that says more about you than it does about her.
Don't know What's the matter with it? Hey, what's wrong with a hug from me? I'm not hugging you though. Stink.
Many things.
Just a little bit at the front. Oh, that's really juicy toward the end, isn't it?
Really juicy in the bottom. I'll put it down.
You didn't hear what you just said, did you?
Really
Yeah, really juicy at the bottom.
Oh, I see.
We were that focused on making cider that you genuinely didn't hear what you'd said then, did you?
I swear to you, as our followers, our viewers will attestate to, we lark about all the time. But all of a sudden I'm thinking, I don't want to spend another 4 hours crushing these apples if we, by mistake, due to the larking about, we drop them all over the floor. So you're giving the old double entendres and I'm not even picking them up. I was not picking up what you were putting down.
Maybe you should have been a little bit more worried about the equipment, seeing as you gave me the smallest ladle to decant the pulp from the bucket from.
Luke, it worked. You said, go in the kitchen and get me something to get the apple pulp, or pomace as it's called, out of the bucket. And I'm like, do you know what's funny in the kitchen in Slovakia? I don't actually have a apple pomace scoop. The closest thing I could find was a small soup ladle.
It took half an hour to empty that bucket. I've cut that down severely.
Because when the 25 kilo bucket was full of apple pomace, it's obviously not 25 kilos. It's a bit heavier because you've got the juice, you've got the apple pulp. So obviously you had to scoop out enough so that your little thin, weedly arms could pick the bucket up.
You just wanted me to lift the bucket up, didn't you? You just wanted to say shit
pretty much.
like shit dog, didn't you? You were trying to embarrass me, weren't you? That was your long-term plan, wasn't it?
Did you notice one thing? I stood there until you reached over and picked the bucket up. Up here for thinking, kid. Up here for thinking.
Yeah, you see, because I'm a kind-hearted son, I thought I can't let that decrepit old bugger pick the bucket up because his arms will fall off.
I'm thinking, put me bloody back out picking that up.
Throw the switch, Igor. That's a...
You used to have horses, Jimmy, didn't you?
It's funny because you look like a horse.
Oh, okay. I'm hung like a horse. But you can't put that in.
Yes, we can, and yes, we are.
Oh, no. Don't put that in. No,
I'm keeping it in.
You can get banned and people commenting. Don't put it in.
Let's face it, there's not an awful lot to comment on.
Now, Andy will have to finish the...
Right. You do a disappearing act and I'll do the rest.
At this point, you just left me, didn't you? Because you were taking a call.
Yeah, I had a call. Somebody's got to keep this cider business running. It was one of the apple suppliers.
Tried your best at the end of the day, but genuinely, because we were both so focused on what we were doing, you just disappeared, didn't you? You feel like you didn't have to take a call.
Yes, I did. My phone's ringing. It's apple suppliers. What were we crushing in the garage? Bananas? No, apples. And the bloody suppliers phoning me. So I went, right, you carry on. I'll go take the call.
But I can see your attention span slowly dying throughout the entire process, and this was ultimately the crescendo of your cannot pay attention for more than 10 seconds issue.
Yeah, and about when I left you on your own, it took about 4 hours till you finish something off that should have took about 30 seconds. Let me just read this and then follow this and just get on with it.
It didn't take me 4 hours. It actually was quicker doing it on my own because I hadn't got some sort of doddery old fool following me around. I've been better off doing it on my own.
Look, sod you know, if you want to do it on your own, do it on your own. Life's not perfect, is it? I'm for crying out loud. You can bloody arseholes. I'm sick of this. I'm busy, I'm working, and all that was you criticising, critiquing all the time. I'm going, you're on your own.
Captain Sensitive's kicked off.
No.
Is he? He's not. I don't think he's joking. Okay. What an absolute twonk. How do I turn this off?